purpose today too, just to give you context, is I'm working with that app ladder. And I'll show it to you too, because I want to kind of highlight what that experience is like. And I'm like low man on the totem pole on the app. So you've got like Ebenezer Samuel, who's the director of men's health. You've got like Meg Hayden and Lauren Kansky. You've got Kenny Santucci. You've got Jennifer Jacobs, who was like the OG Peloton instructor. And then you've got little Coach Sam from Bumblefuck, Westfield, New Jersey. So I'm gonna do one of the workouts today, and I kind of want to showcase what it looks like on the app.
What's your main focus of training?
So for me right now, I'm training to run a marathon through the streets of my hometown on November 1st because they canceled the New York City Marathon. So it should be interesting. And I've got probably 75 endurance athletes all over the world. A lot of them are coming here to run the marathon through the streets.
Oh, that's awesome.
So there's a 5K we hold usually in my brother's memory. It's called the Night of Lights, and it's the first Sunday after Labor Day. We're canceling it this year because of COVID, and so I wanted to do something to put on an event to raise money for his nonprofit foundation, and so I figured what better way than ripping a marathon through the streets of town. So that's the main focus. If you look at the workouts, right, like mine's called Project Alpha. So for example, if I do view workout, it shows you everything, but then I'm literally like my dumbass face is in the app, right? Mm-hmm. I'm explaining the workout, and then through there, I'm literally going to be in my own ear explaining like what I'm coaching them through it. So it's interesting, and it's on like a timer and all that shit. So basically I'll go through my warm up and do that whole thing. But the workout itself too, just so you know what I'm going to be doing. Workout itself is going to be 1.5 mile tempo. It's going to sting always. And then from there, we're going to do what I call lunge and move, which basically is going to consist of 50-meter walking lunge, plank, 50-meter walking lunge, plank, and like no rest whatsoever. Just to kind of fire up everything from the legs to the core. I'll hit a strength session later today that really just doubles down on that and crushes me. And I'll finish with some sprints, which is really just focusing on running fast on tired legs. So we'll wake it up with the tempo to start, kind of build that aerobic engine, and then from there kind of just torch everything. So that's what we got on tap. So the way that this works, right, is you're literally kept on a timer. So right now we're resting, and really it's literally telling you that I'm talking in my own ear right now, talking through what it is that I want people to focus on, whether it's their breathing, whether it's how they're going to execute that next rep, or in my case, a lot of what I like to do is put people in the right headspace. So just get them locked in, focused. For me, training is my time. It's my hour. I fire on all cylinders the rest of the day, and I find that when I historically had felt guilty about my time spent training, I recognize that I can serve everyone else at a much higher level if I take that time for myself. So that's what we're doing right now, even though it's some sort of sadistic serving of myself. This is what I need to do every morning. So for me personally, I love being kept on track, right? When your mind is racing and you're thinking about what you've got to do later today, it's fantastic to be like, yo, it's go time. Like it's not rest time. It's not scroll through social media time, and it's easy to do that. So, and I think as a user, a lot of these digital experiences leave the coaching out of it, right? For me, I'm a coach. I'm not a personal trainer. I'm not any of that. I'm a coach first and foremost, and a lot of that is physical, a lot of that is mental, and I'm able to put my spin of that into this, and it makes it feel very authentic to who I am. And I think it's a special thing. You're getting access to me as if I'm at the track with you, which is rare. Right now I have 25 seconds till I go, right? First up is a 1.5 mile tempo, so that's 6 laps around the track. Gonna try and go around a little bit slower than 5K pace. So for me, that's around, right now, probably 5:30 pace, give or take. So that'll be the goal. And I'll, as I'm running through, I'll give you some indication as to where I stand. Good. So we get 3-minute rest, and then we go into our lunge part. So no doubt awake, feeling it, and that's kind of the point, right? You're building one engine, now we're gonna build the other side of it, and it's making the most of that hour, right? You have 1 hour, get up, get it done, stay moving the whole hour. That's the app again. No, there's no dilly-dally. I've been utilizing this bar called Verb. It's a caffeinated bar, so it's got as much caffeine as an espresso, but it's 90 calories, so that sits well in the belly. I get up 2 hours before I start, at least, to digest, read, meditate, do what I need to do to get my head in the right space, and then just take off like a rocket ship for the rest of the day. So I ended a little early. Again, it's scalable to all levels in that you can adjust on the go. So I'm skipping right ahead to the rest. You're supposed to get about 3 minutes rest if you are somebody who's maybe more advanced or more ready. We go right into it. So 50-meter walk and lunge all the way down. You get 90 seconds to go. Get a little bit of a rep for being the lunatic, lunging across the turf every Tuesday. But eventually you start to look around and you got other people lunging. So, not the only crazy. Alright, so reason why it's called Alpha, from the gyms at Alpha Fit Club to Alpha Performance, now Project Alpha. When I ran in high school, the groups were called Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta Foxtrot. So it was always a goal, and it was always an ambition to get into that Alpha group. But as one of the best teams in the state, as one of the biggest teams in the state, it was so hard, especially if it didn't come naturally, which for me it didn't. So it was that mindset of showing up, putting in the work day after day, and being kind of relentless in that pursuit. And eventually you look around and you find yourself in that group, and you knew that it was earned by the day in, day out. So that's kind of the mindset, that's kind of the methodology behind it, is just keep showing up, keep putting in the work, regardless of how you feel. And then you've got it. So